Hi friends, welcome back. And this is Lokesh. And today we are going to discussing about how to test basic auth in K6 and HTTP headers and credential encoding. Okay, this is the one topic we are going to discussing. Okay, in the last video session time we are created a one first test case and then we are done for running of those things, right? While doing this, I forgot to show you one particular case. Okay, where it is? Check. Running and results output. Okay, from the results output we can able to do k6 running and this one and also parallel like iterations and virtual users, those things we have seen, right? Even we can able to do summary of trend sets, we can able to do that script, it will provide you. And also there is a method called here. Okay, you can able to convert JSON format or cloud base or Amazon CloudWatch or any kind of format, we can able to convert our reports. Okay, this particular case I'll show you in my next video session. Okay, running results output, how we can able to generate those things. Okay, and we can able to convert JSON format also, like CSV file also we can able to convert, it will generate. This is a simple one, or else I'll show you this particular location also. Okay, by this video ending we can able to see. Okay, first we can learn for this one basic auth and how we can able to generate and all. Okay, now I'm creating another file, basic auth.js file. Okay, and here we need to import for first we need to encoding purpose we required. Okay, encoding from k6 slash encoding. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, and second one we required for http from k6. Okay, input we required for check condition, because we need to check that response whether it is given the properly or not. Okay, this is a check. Okay, now basic auth is required for user. Okay, user name and password. Okay, and here we need to declare some users. We can able to do for parameterization, that I will show you how we can able to do parameterization. Okay, from here I have already username only. Okay, password is basically a password. This I got it from while I'm doing for R&D. That moment I got this particular endpoint. This is basically provided by K6, test K6 IO. Okay, pass WD. Okay, and this one export default of function. Okay, in this function we can able to do here. First we need to use the credential. Okay, constant credentials. Okay, and here we need to use for single quotation, which is before one it will be there. Okay, and dollar, and we can use for username, and then we can use for colon, again dollar, and two curly braces with the password we are going to use. Okay, this is basically a providing for password. Okay, this particular password we can able to use for encoding format. There are two ways. One is we can provide for this particular credential before the URL, and there is another way we can able to do convert this particular credential using for encoding format. Those also we can able to do. Okay, this is a encoding format, and second case also it is there in the URL itself we can able to provide. Okay, now we can able to see URL also constant. We can able to keep it like this only URL, and here we can able to use, see already you can highlighted there is a http bin.org basic auth username and password, right? A similar format of this particular URL, we have another URL which we can able to use it. Okay. Sorry. Single quotation. Here we can able to use for HTTPS colon double forward slash, and we can able to use for a dollar and two curly braces. Here we can able to use for credential. Okay. And then we can able to use for at the rate symbol HTTP a bin. Okay. A test dot k6.io. Okay. This is basically a k6 from it is coming from k6. Okay. Slash basic hyphen auth. Okay. And then slash we can able to use to dollar username. Okay. And then we can able to use slash again dollar and password. Okay. We can able to provide this. Okay. And then we can able to get the response of this particular one. Okay. Response. And here we can able to use for our HTTP a get functionality. Okay. Get functionality here URL. Okay. This is the URL. From this particular response we are getting right. From that particular response we need to use for check condition. Okay. Because we are already imported check. Check is basically to verifying the response whether it is given a 200 or not. Whatever you want you can able to verify. Okay. Comma two curly braces. Inside that we need to use for status. Okay. From this particular status you are going to verifying for R, and then R dot a status, and we are going to verifying for 200. Okay. And then we need to verify for is authenticated. Okay. From here also we need to use for authenticated to be true. Sorry. Okay. And again we need to use that here is correct user. Okay, is correct user, we are going to validate with the username. Okay, if it is presented we can able to verify. If it is not presented, no need to verify. Okay. And then we can able to use for here. If you want additional logics and all, if you want check, you can able to check. Otherwise you can able to leave it. This is basically authenticate by using for URL. Okay, this is basically authenticated basically from the URL. Okay, this is a one format, and second format is there. Okay, that is called authenticate by using for encoding credentials. Okay, we are going to encoding and then we are going to providing the URL. Okay, same place but different approach. Okay, same only. Second option. Okay, second option, how it will be encoding we have already done here. Here it is there encoding credentials. This is encoding credentials, and here we need to use for constant option. Okay, options, and then here we need to use the two curly braces. Inside that we are going to use for headers. Okay, this is basically we are using for header format. Okay, and here we need to use for authenticate and basic encoding format. Okay, now here we have done for basic authenticate and everything. Okay, then what else we need to do? We need to use that particular case into the URL. Okay, for this again we need to use for let rs. Okay, http or get functionality, and here we need to use for this particular bin. Okay, and then we need to use for check condition. Okay, these are all the cases we are going to check. Okay, and above it is using for from the credential using into the URL, and second one we are using for header place. Okay, our title also we can see basic auth in K6, and also header and credential encoding. How we are going to use the header and credential of that encoding format. Okay, based upon that only I'm doing this. Okay, now we need to save and we need to run our case K6 run TC02 and basic auth .js file. Okay. Now if you hit, it will give you for pass or fail. So now see it is passed and virtual user also it is hitted, and you can see that there is no failure and requested to, and it got passed. Okay. Like this we can able to do it. There is a one more, it is called something failed. Okay. Where it is fail options response. Okay. It's a header small letter. I used for capital letter. Sorry. Again, we are running. Oh, still is authenticated is failed. First check is passed and second check also. And checking for the user. Okay. Authenticated user. It is not that. It is not passing. Okay. It is a 100% is passed for success rate of 200 and everything. And it is a user location. It is got failed. Okay. I'll check this one. How why it is failing and all. Previous it got passed, now it is failed. R.json and authenticated equal to true. This is the correct format only, and somewhere it got failed. Okay. I'll check this particular one, but it is giving for 200 is got passed. Okay, the successful. And even I told you right, the report we can able to generate. This is the one. Okay, we can able to convert. Actually, last video time I forgot to explain this particular one. Sorry for that. And this format, I'll explain you this. Okay. We have seen the running concepts and all right, but I forgot to explain that how we can able to run. This is the hyphen output, CSV and test. Okay. It will convert. It will convert. See here it is there. Okay. If you go to that particular location, you can able to see CSV file. Okay. If you open, it will open and it will give you for all the details, which is we are seeing the console, right? All the information we can able to see into here. Okay. Like this, we can able to convert from the CSV also. I forgot actually, even not only CSV, you have for JSON format. You can use for JSON, hyphen output and space JSON and test.json. It will convert into a JSON format. You have so many things here. You can able to try in your end. In case if you are facing something issue, you can comment on this video. I can help you that. Okay. Thank you for watching and please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.